you don't have to collect them instantly. Like every combo, collect it, but you definitely don't want to hold on to them for. They're not worth anymore, I guess, by holding on to them. So, and if you drain, they're gone. So, combos or the weapons are huge in this game. They lead to pretty decent bonus, but every 50, the first 50 is a mech suit multi-ball, which you saw is huge value and awesome fun. And then on the hundreds, if you collect 100 weapons, you get a playfield multiplier for the rest of the game. So 50 weapons, 150, 250, if you could get that far. Those are all mech suits. 100, 200, 300, those are all playfield multipliers, which carry for the whole game. So that is, like for weapons, 100 weapons, a 2x playfield for the whole rest of your game. If you can get that done fairly quickly in a game, you're going to have...
do it. Look at this setup.
You're going to have a billion-point game.
Glenno! What's up?
So, yeah, as soon as you drain, your combos, your weapons are lost. You start over the next ball. In fact, there's nothing that carries over in this game. There's no bonus held or anything like that I'm aware of. So, Chris has hit 3 Snicket shots in quick succession, which has given him a temporary 4x playfield. And while he's in
5x
now he's in 5x.
Oh, no!
And while you're in a multi-ball, that is an awesome thing to do.
Yeah, then I get another air ball to lose it.
Uh-oh. Ooh, boy. There we go. The cash out Juggernaut is dead.
Got him.
So the playfield multipliers that are collected by hitting the Snicket shot, which is that stand up in the back that goes around the top side ramp, those are temporary. The higher you build it, the shorter the duration is. So a 2x playfield lasts longer than a 5x. Those are on a timer, and if you hit another Snicket shot, the timer resets, but again, it's shorter. The playfield multipliers that are accomplished by getting 100 or 200 weapons will persist for the rest of the game, which is amazing. So, B-Spec says the playfield's out of focus. I don't see that.
I mean, we did hit it,
Came
so
back.
we might have to make a look.
All right, that's interesting. I thought we had manual focus on, maybe not, but it's back. We're good. Yeah,
No!
This is not a game you want to have autofocus on because of the light shows and the lights go out during disco multi-ball. So
I just missed my out-of-ball potential. Whoops.
But you got an awesome
8
award.
weapons. That's nice.
What do you think of Rick and Morty? I haven't played it, but
Same.
it looks fun. I've heard it's super hard. But, you know, I had a TNA for a long time, which I loved. So, you know, sometimes the one level flat play fields, like the old 70s, 80s games, which TNA they tried to model after, and, you know, Rick and Morty's like a futuristic but one level playfield game. Sometimes they're a lot of fun, so.
Oh, come on.
Just haven't had a chance to play it. There's like a half dozen titles that COVID just killed it, so.
For now.
That came out, you know, kind of right before things had shut down, and we didn't have any on location around here at the time, so.
No! That's not good.
Neil says it's sold out. Are you referring to Rick and Morty, Neil?
I believe it.
Well, it's one of those, like, they sold out, but they can only manufacture a very limited production, you know, per week, because it's a fairly small factory that they've got there, a boutique factory. But initially, people were getting like $3,000 for a Rick and Morty LE spot. Methadone, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate having you out here. So, people were getting just huge profit margins by flipping spots for the game that hadn't even been produced yet. But, you know, lately I've been checking the secondhand market, and it seems that that's come way down, which suggests that perhaps the demand for Rick and Morty's come down. And, you know, you kind of expect that to happen. There's been a number of awesome titles coming out recently, and not everybody has unlimited money. So, you know, if you had $9,000 or whatever it is set aside for Rick and Morty, and then you're like, holy crap, Guns N' Roses is amazing and I want that now, then, you know, there goes your Rick and Morty spot to somebody else. So it may be sold out, but they're available. I've definitely seen a number of Rick and Morty second market ads. You know, everything's available for a price.
Oh yeah.
There's been, you know, along that topic, there's been a boatload of Jersey Jack Pirates for sale lately. I think one day last week, I counted 9 active limited editions for sale.
Ooh,
and there's 2 reasons for that, right? There's it's the magic number of $20,000, which is kind of like, look, I'm more than doubling what I paid for it. It's not worth it to me to keep it, and I'm just gonna take my 20 grand and buy. Heck, you could buy a brand new Guns N' Roses LE and still have 10 grand left over, and buy another Stern and still have another 4 grand left over. And then there's been the fairly strong rumor mill that they're going to reproduce Jersey Jack Pirates, and maybe somebody buys into that rumor and says, boy, I better get out while the getting's good. You know, we saw that with Medieval Madness and Monster Bash, where Monster Bash was a $10,000, $12,000 game with the originals before the remake came out, and people got out when they figured the rumor was strong.
We're catching up the bookie, y'all. We are catching up. Catch up and mustard on this game.
I may accidentally bump into you, sir.
Oh, it happens. I understand.
You know.
That's good, because I got a couple accidental knuckle sandwiches already.
So he's 1 away from mech suit. Yeah, whoever bet on me, even with a $500 million point lead, he wasn't wise. Love that combo, Ninja Apocalypse. Alright, your mech suit's ready. Nice drop catch. Put it right back. No. I'm hoping Rick and Morty gets the early Hobbit treatment where people didn't like it. You know, and they didn't like... This is why Jersey Jack Pirates is so rare, because everybody poo-pooed it except all the Buffalo Pinball people, and, you know, I didn't poo-poo it because Kevin Manny and Nick Lane, like, they took time out of their day at the Cleveland Pinball Show with the prototype, and we played a few games, and they had me sold on it, but people poo-pooed that game. They're like, you took out the 3 discs. It's Pirates, you've already done Pirates, blah, blah, blah.
I wanted to get a multiplier.
And it's a freaking amazing game. So then everybody wanted it, and they're like, too late, we stopped producing them. So, you know.
Let's blow this up.
Carl loves his Pirates. Yeah, Carl loves Wonka. Carl knows what's a good pinball machine. And Pirates is a fantastic pinball machine. It's not for everybody. It's a long playing game to really get the most out of it. But there's clearly huge demand now, so, you know, who knows? Maybe they do rerun it. Maybe they do have the license. Maybe they don't have the license. I don't know. But, so Kirk, yeah, I've got a Wonka. I've had one since midsummer. Love it. Wonka's another game that got kind of a mediocre treatment at first, and then literally in the last month, that game's popularity has just skyrocketed.
Kind of like my score.
They could not get rid of the collector's edition of Wonka to save themselves. And then in like the last 3 weeks, there's been a massive run on purchasing. I think they sold out. I think, you know, which is good. It deserves it. Wonka's an awesome game. My only negative about that game is like the music it gets old. It's a bit cheesy. The guy who does the voiceover for the call-outs. Yeah, but yeah, I can live with that. The game is awesome. So. Yeah, so we'll definitely be streaming the Jersey Jacks here once we get some direct output for HDMI.
Look at this score,
So I'm here
Look
having
at
a chat.
that.
Chris is being, his usual self.
Oh, man.
1.2 bill.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it, y'all.
Say Deadpool's the greatest. No.
55 weapons. All right, we got a long way to go to get that bonus X, but you know
This
what?
game has so many sexy shots to it. And they feel good. Ugh. Oh, he stacks the 5X with Katana-Rama and Ninja. Every shot's going to be worth stupid amount of points here. Look at that. Base Ninja jackpots are over 18 mil. Normally like a 2 or 3 million point shot. So Chris is kind of in just hit anything that's lit, right? Colossal jackpot, 186 million points.
That's what I like.
I would say that is the textbook definition of colossal.
No!
Sick. Absolutely sick. That's probably the highest colossal jackpot I've ever seen. Yeah, I hope you guys are loving the stream. If you, for some reason, have not had a chance to play Deadpool, amazing. And I was a big fan of the Deadpool movies and never read the comics, and the game's much more like comic book Deadpool based. Doesn't matter. Amazing. The callouts are cheesy and hilarious. The music's great. Light show's great. Playfield is unique, and all the geometry flows like perfectly into every other shot.
Good.
Cannot say enough about it.
Blake,
So
thank you for the follow.
now Chris has jumped from 1 bill to 2 bill.
Yeah.
5X playfield still going, and
we drain.
a crappy nudge ends the ball. Don't tilt. This bonus should be decent.
Vandergooden, thank you for the 250 biddies. We're not done yet, boys.
Cheesy
and
Buddha.
girls. We are still rolling.
Mark, thanks for the 250. Cheesy Buddha. Second place Andy in this chat helped me make a small adjustment to get the snick shot where it's supposed to be. And I don't think this is like well known that target needs a minor adjustment to line up with that ramp. And I was getting like 1 or 2 a week, and now we're getting like, between the two of us, 10, 15 per game.
It's kind of in that nice sweet spot, especially for me. Whenever if I can shoot that left ramp and then bat and hit the flipper right in the middle, and it hits it for me.
A lot easier on the fly for some reason.
On location pinball pod. That snick is dialed in.
That's right. Thank the brick pole.
Good stuff.
We didn't talk about this. We haven't needed the brick pole today. We've just been playing good pinball. So behind Chris's head, if you lean a little bit, there's the brick pole. Just kind of like Carl's cone of shame.
You love the bricks if you hit bricks. Where am I?
On location pinball pod, what's the adjustment? So the snick target needs to just slightly overlap the metal lane guide that wraps around the center spinner loop. And with time, it just seems that target drifts a bit closer to the center drain. And you kind of need to push it back toward the back of the playfield. And if it just overlaps the back of that metal guide, I think it's by like 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, something like that. It's the target being pressed against that metal lane guide and being forced back out that kind of gives it that spring action that forces the ball up the side ramp. It's just amazing. Like a 30-second, 1/16 of an inch adjustment totally changed how that shot reacted and behaves exactly like it should. So, all right. So, man, Chris, we got 43 people hanging out with us. We're crushing some Deadpool.
Feels good to
having
hang out.
Some great games. If you're just joining us, we've had some really amazing stuff happen so far. Chris is in the middle. I thought I was having an awesome ball one.
I mean,
Chris has got 2 freaking billion on ball 1. Is this are you in an extra ball territory yet?
I don't know.
Or is this your initial ball 1? No, you did drain.
I did drain.
Okay.
I did drain. No!
So, typical Sauron fashion, it ends quickly, but that's fine. It's like the midway point here. Alright, so what do you got? Need to get some chimichangas going here. Battling some Sharky Shark.
Oh.
There should be a YouTube tutorial about setting up the snick shot. Yeah, maybe just a quick
Maybe
1 or 2
second place
minute
Andy can pull that
something. Because it's like the most satisfying shot in pinball. One of them anyways. And points bias has such a massive impact on this game's scoring. Alright, so this is my favorite animation in pinball.
And time.
Oh, you almost got Deadpool was here. Deadpool was in my house.
Deadpool here. Where?
Alright, Chris is 10 weapons away from having a playfield multiplier for the rest of the game. You're going for the hidden 6x playfield. Not a thing.
There he is.
Nice combo. So Megalodon, there's a bunch of blue shots and a roving red shot. And the red shot is the one that kind of advances through the mode. But the blue shots build value. So there's definitely some strategy to taking out the blue and light blue shots before cashing in on the red shot. Especially if you've got playfield multipliers going.
But we don't have any right now.
Yeah, so Chris is still on ball 1, and I think the lady called for dinner like an hour ago, and look, pinball wins, baby. She can eat some cold chicken nuggets. Alright, let's go. Left shot. Bam!
Got him. Yeah, I'm just trying to play this out so I can...
What are the second and third little Deadpool modes? Are they worth going for? Yeah, so on location pinball plot says the second little Deadpool, it's a 100,000 point frenzy, which means every shot's worth 100,000. Not worth a whole lot, but if I had a significant playfield multiplier going, you put a little super lube on your spinners, if you know what I'm saying.
I almost launched that ball.
You can rip the spinners for some good little Deadpool frenzy value that kind of makes it worth going for. So if you're bringing nothing into it, yeah, it's play on, get out of it.
But if you complete the third, which is the little Deadpool bounce, it gives you a playfield X multiplier for the remainder of that ball.
Yes, so the third one, which we hadn't got to yet, the third one's good.
Oh, we all won 3 weapons away.
Little Deadpool bounce is the third mini Deadpool mode, and yeah, by itself is not worth it, but you definitely want to complete it because it's
Here
a
we go,
playfield
boys and
multiplier.
girls.
Ooh, so we're in the mini wizard mode of
Rex.
Yes. All right, this is kind of a deep game mode that doesn't get to be demoed very often. So every shot around the playfield is lit light blue, and if we hit enough of those, the mini Deadpool shot's going to open up, and Chris is going to attack the Kraken. He's got a 3x playfield going, and each successive shot before this timer runs out builds a multiplier. So the faster he can bash away at this, you're going to see the point value get absolutely
I missed.
stupid. Hurry up! Timer's still going. And all of these points build toward a cash out. So if we can cash out with the playfield multiplier going, you're going to see a stupid score happen. So let's root for Chris to do
How do you
this.
cash out?
You basically got to get his power meter down to 0. You are making outstanding progress. Usually it's about 3 of these sequences will do it. Alright, a little more than halfway. Alright, back to the blue shots. And he opens right up. So, alright, 3 billion and going. And just, if you think this is insane, wait till...
No!
Oh, what a save! Oh my god. I'm shaking, Chris is shaking,
I'm shaking.
The game's shaking. Stay alive, stay alive. You got 1 shot left. Oh! And the 4X timed out! No!
Ah!
No! Should still be good value, come on. Trap up! Alright, what do we got?
Oh, man, I wish
If we had
that was
multiplied that by
4X.
4, that would have been massive. But still, working toward that,
Going
$1
towards
billion.
the next one, y'all. Let's keep going.
Let's go. So you've got, you just crossed 100 weapons, so now Chris has a 2x playfield for the rest of the game. Needless to say, this will be the grand champion score. And we're on ball 1.
Hey-oh! Vinicius
Vinicius with 100! Thank you so much.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
A little more disco action. We've got people on roller skates.
Sorry, honey, you're getting cold nuggets because Deadpool's getting romped.
We've got purple shots. We got Dracula's about to make an appearance. He wants you to boogie with him. Instead, you boomed him. I love this mode.
It's so good.
It's tough to stream. Although, I gotta say, our ambient light is pretty good. You can see a little more of my ceiling tiles, but sometimes you stream Deadpool and because all the playfield lights go out other than the jackpot shots, it's black. So, at least you guys can kind of see what's going on here. Kirk says this machine's due for a quote-unquote factory reset after you leave. Paint the ceiling tiles black. I did that with the theater at my own old house, but there's over like probably 1,000 square feet in this basement, and then I gotta tarp everything and tape everything off, and but we're gonna be swapping out the overhead lighting, and we're gonna get some anti-glare glass. I think that alone, getting the anti-glare glass here in the pinball machines will definitely take care of the problem. So, Chris, dude, amazing. We can't have enough awesomes. The play better sound is getting no action today because we're playing better for once. Sick. The people dropping the 111s and the 222s in chats, and it's not going to happen. We can't play any more games because, I mean, the difference is instantaneous. I literally thought I was just not making the shot right for 2 months after I bought this game, and it turned out I was. But the shift, the switch was just out of alignment. Does it need the mod bracket that I've seen for sale? So there's this like aftermarket, I think it may be 3D printed, like bracket that holds, I guess, like stand-up targets more in place. It removes the slack, if you will.
Come on.
I haven't bought any. Some
shot.
games I think that's more necessary. I don't find this shot. It hasn't come back out of alignment. Ooh, you got the pop bumper love.
That was some pop love right there.
There's games where there's stand-ups and like just offset from a ramp, like Tron, Twilight Zone, and when they get kind of out of alignment, they end up like partially blocking the ramp. And to me, that's super annoying. And I think something like those brackets, you know, to help that target stay fixed and vertically aligned would be far better for something like that. I don't think it's needed for the SNCC target. I think it just,
come on,
at the factory, just wasn't dialed in right. And it's the same for all pinball machines.
There it is.
Out of the box, there's probably a couple things that need to be tweaked.
All right, let's do it. I didn't get any. I didn't get any help. That's not good. I should have got a team up.
My glass has lines in it. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's just the reflection off the ceiling.
But don't worry, because what are we getting soon?
Anti-glare glass. Or anti-Kerns 1 glass. Maybe. So Vernici says his SNCC target moves backwards after 1 or 2 games, and, you know... yeah, it's probably what, like a hex screw that's holding it in or whatever under the playfield. So, you know, how much bite did that screw have down in the playfield when they installed the thing is probably a fact of how much, you know, wiggle room there is and how fast it comes out of alignment. So, you know, if yours is constantly not behaving itself, then
enough. Nice.
You know, maybe the mod bracket might be worth an investment. So
Get in there.
I think it's a good mod.
Come on.
I think the pinball hobby as a whole, 3D printing stuff that meets needs that people haven't solved is huge. Like, and I thank people so much for having the technology and the time to do that. And man, you are playing on pins and needles.
I am, I know.
There we go.
I want to get this out of the way.
Sabretooth's heart's beating. He's about to die. Plugged it.
He did.
Done. He did.
Cha-ching. Alright, we're going to spell dead again and then get right back
Can
in there, but I
Andy
do
post a
wanna get
link
more
to a photo? Chris, I don't know if you've got links turned
Links
off
are
or not.
available
They're available.
for people on the list. And second place, Andy, is on that list.
Andy, you may proceed, sir. Yeah, Andy shot me a couple photos of this. Thank you so much. And that's what was kind of like the, oh, that's what I need to do. Okay. So. Stuff like this is really tough to describe verbally.
Yeah,
Like, you
for
really
real.
need that pictorial or whatever. I'm a visual person as well, so there we go. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Gorgar Heartbeat. You know, they took the firepower sound for the pop bumpers, and I kind of think maybe you're right that the sound when you're about to defeat a villain, that heartbeat, it does sound a lot like Gorgar, doesn't it? That's a great game, too. Love Gorgar.
Oh, that was terrible, terrible return. Crap.
Just like this is the game that I've kind of tried to learn my drop catches on, Gorgar's the game I learned to in-lane pass and shats with. Yeah, Chris had to run, and I will attempt to do something with his game here. Chris needs just Juggernaut to finish off the second tier here. So, here we go. Alright, so we get the hard stuff out of the way. Whew! Alright. Alright, Juggy's dead already, like a one-shot kill. Come on. Yes! Alright. Alright, folks. Step 1 is done. Add 20 balls. That would have been awesome. Unfortunately, it's not a thing. Okay, we got a nice live catch. And we're ready for Mr. Sinister Phase 2. Let's go. Let's do this. Clone multi-ball. I bet this does not get streamed a lot. So I think I've only been here once or twice. Kind of fun multi-ball. We're going like similar to Mega Crackle Adonis. We're going for the light blue shots here. Oh, there's almost too many balls in play. There we go. Apologize, chat. We'll take a look here in a minute, but you know, when you're kind of in a wizard mode, I bet you guys probably would rather see that than me make a big mistake here. There we go. Alright, so a little clone multi-ball. Second wizard mode action. Whoops, that was bad. I want to probably trap up here. Okay. Oh, ugly. Ugly play. Let's go. Nope. Ooh, that was weird. Didn't flip. Or I missed the button. One of the two happened.
No.
Please
Oh, wait a second. Get in there. All right, we saved the game temporarily. Stop. Yes, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Those 3 ninjas. We got 3x playfield going. And we are in Mr. Sinister Part 3, the final battle. That's fine. Nope, not what I wanted. Making shots. All right. What's cool is this wizard mode, the team ups actually are of help to you. So if you kind of did some homework ahead of time, which we did on the left orbit, we'll get some assistance. Oh, my playfield multiplier just dropped back. But we got 2x permanent playfield going from our weapons, so not bad. 4.3 billion. That's coming back. Saw that ball save light on the corner of my eye before I made a not great decision there to make a move. Whoop, come on. If anybody in chat knows the strategy for the final wizard mode, let me know, because it is not something I have played more than once, and we were just kind of shooting around having fun. So, but there's way more blue shots now than I had before, so I'm gonna assume that's good, because I hear the awesome mech suit jackpot call out going crazy. Ooh, did you see that air ball? Sounds like I'm getting good value here. Oh, edge that ball back in. All right. Whew, let's go. I don't know, man. If we keep this up, I was willing to split the score with Chris, but, you know, who's doing all the homework? Done! Holy smokes! 176, and now we're over, is that 5 bill? Yeah! Wizard mode defeated! Oh, I just missed out on pancakes. Alright, guys, well, that was pretty fun to watch. So basically, Deadpool dies, if you will, and gets respawned. And what you're seeing is basically we start the game over, sort of. Not completely, but in terms of the villains and quests and stuff, you're kind of at square one, but I've got the playfield multiplier, the little Deadpool progress stays, and, you know, some other stuff. So what's been going on in chat? Stuff probably just scrolled by that I didn't even get to see. But yeah, you just got to see the final wizard mode for this game. Me playing on, Chris left me a ball 3 at 3 billion and had to rush home. So we've added 2 billion on top of that. Going strong here, and we'll see what's going on for the rest of this game. So let's see what happens. But Mega Chris Evan Adonis Rex for your name. Yeah, I think it only holds like, what, 10 characters. We're gonna have to do something. We'll have to figure something out here that'll be memorable. We have to work on that. I agree, Andy deserves some credit. If it weren't for his help, seriously, man. I mean, Andy helped us out with getting the SNCC target realigned a month or two ago. He's been great in this chat, giving you guys little tips and pointers on the strategy for this game, because you can really get some crazy points playing it very precisely a certain way. There's definitely ways to stack things. So, Jamcat Pinball follow, thanks so much for that. I see Catman65FL while I was busy playing Wizard mode, so thanks for that. Again, guys, follow second place Andy. He's got a good chat going. Super helpful, super nice guy. A lot of knowledge there. So, all right, no tilt and start a mech suit. So let's, for those who don't know pinball machines, if you hold down the flipper button, you can use the other flipper to kind of cycle through the screen. And some games just tells you the high scores, but others gives you like a status report. So, you know, how many more Wolverine shots do I need for Berserker? How many spins for a multi-ball? Kind of like, where are you at? Which, after coming out of Wizard mode, kind of an important thing to see where we're at. So, you know, if I spell Deadpool, the stand-ups one more time, I light my ball save on the left out lane. This is the one I want to look at. So I've got 135 weapons, meaning I need 15 more to get a second mech suit multi-ball. So let's see what we can do. And that was the end of that. Oh well. So, happens. No regrets. 5 point something billion. Let's see what we can make fit. Mega. This may work. We'll go with Chris's initials. My initials. And it fits. Mega CDs and EMB. That is double the previous grand champion on this game. So we've got, I mean, look at the individual grand champion scores.